Hello everyone, my name is Ichika92 and welcome to the beautiful world of Jotun, where big badass ladies are everywhere around you. Jotun is a Viking fighting game that takes place in a Norse mythology. You are a woman warrior who died in a boat crash. Our goal is to earn our place in Valhalla throughout many challenges that Odin places before us. In total there are 5 realms. Each realm has 3 levels, of which 2 are practically an insight of the boss fight's abilities, and there are either enemies to fight or secrets to solve. The reason I call them secrets and not puzzles is because you can ignore them completely. There is no need for them, but each secret you find or solve, you will receive a power of a god or an HP increase. The powers of god are awesome to use. Each and every one of them has a purpose and each one of them is unique. While yes, you can ignore them completely and not acquire any of them, they make the boss fights so much more manageable. Talking about bosses, the 3rd level on each realm is a boss fight. Each made in a style of a realm and each with unique powers and a unique pattern of attack. The best part about all of this, you can choose the order you will fight the bosses as you wish, but one thing that I love that developers put to assist you in a way is crows. You see, for this hint to work, you don't need the knowledge of why the crows are on a specific realm. If you've played enough games, you know that the game wants you to go there. You see, the crows are actually Odin's pets, Hugin and Munin. I apologize if I pronounced that wrongly. It's a very clever Easter egg. It's Odin practically showing you the way to take, because really not all bosses are equally hard. But I did ignore him and I took realms in counterclockwise order. I will not go into detail of every realm or boss fight, but I will talk about a couple of boss fights, because with each new boss fight I have learned a new trick on how and why to use a certain power, and because they are simply awesome. The first boss fight I believe everyone should start with is against Thora, a nature Jotun, because to beat her all you really need is to learn the basic controls. She has 4 abilities in total, and I'll be honest, even though on paper each one of them is quite simple, they still took me by surprise and killed me quite a few times. Simply because how good of a synergy her slams and roots have. The best boss fights are, in my opinion, versus Halgazar and the Odin. Reason being, the lessons I learned. Halgazar is a Storm Jotun. He really made me push my limits and utilize every single ability perfectly, timing my Thor powers with speed powers for maximum damage and my clones and shield abilities when there was too much going on to dodge anything. And all of that was a preparation for the final clash with Odin. Now, unlike other boss fights, a fight with Odin is on an invisible timer, if you will, because of how Odin attacks. He has 4 moves in total, 2 moves that throw spears at you. You see, those spears are practically heat-seeking missiles. You can try to dodge them, but they will come back at you until they hit something, usually you. I dealt with them by timing my shields and clone abilities and dodging a couple of times. The important part comes after the dodge. In that small gap you have to deal all of the damage that you can, simply because you will run out of powers to use and you will be left with nothing but your axe, and I don't want to be that person. That is why utilizing each ability perfectly is important to defeat him. Jotun is a perfect example that not all games need difficulty systems. The game balance comes from the complexity of the fight and moveset of the enemies and your moveset as well. It's really well balanced and an enjoyable experience. My verdict for this game is an 8 out of 10. While the boss fights and the story were amazing, it lacks the level design in between the boss fights. Some levels were straight up boring and felt like chores. If you want more, check out my Halo Reach difficulty review, and I also stream all of my gameplays on Twitch. If you want to know more about each stream and what is up next on my schedule, join to my Discord server. Till the next time.